Dad, can I tell you something without you getting worried?
Always.
I think there's something wrong with the way I love people.
What do you mean?
Like, I always end up caring more. Way more. With friends, with guys, even with people I barely know. I'm the one texting first. I'm the one making plans. I'm the one checking in. And they just exist. And I keep doing it anyway. Like, I'm auditioning for people who haven't even bought a ticket.
That's a painful place to be.
It is, and the worst part? When someone actually is nice to me, like genuinely kind, no games, I get bored or I feel suspicious, like it can't be real.
Can I tell you something I've never really explained?
Yeah.
Before your mom, I was in a relationship for almost 3 years. Her name doesn't matter. What matters is that I spent those 3 years convinced I was in love, and I was miserable every single day.
Why did you stay?
Because I confused the misery for depth. I thought, if it hurts this much, it must be real.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm thinking about her all day, if I'm anxious when she doesn't text back, if every good moment feels like a miracle I need to earn, that must be love. Because what else could feel this intense?
That sounds exactly like what I do.
I know, and I want you to hear what took me years to understand. That wasn't love. That was fear wearing love's clothes.
What do you mean?
I wasn't drawn to her because she was right for me. I was drawn to her because she was uncertain about me, and her uncertainty activated something old in me, this desperate need to prove that I was worth staying for.
Where does that come from?
Childhood? Not because anything terrible happened, but because somewhere very early, I learned that love wasn't something you received. It was something you earned.
Right?
And if you had to work really hard for someone's attention, that meant it was valuable. That was the equation in my head. Difficult equals meaningful.
So when someone's just easy and kind,
It felt cheap, boring, too available. I didn't trust it because I didn't grow up trusting that I deserved something that didn't cost me pain.
Dad, that's literally me. When Jake was ignoring my messages for hours and then sending me one word at midnight, I was obsessed. I thought about him constantly. I told my friends I'd never felt this way about anyone. And Marcus, who literally walks me to class and asks how my day was. I told my friends he was too nice.
Too nice. I said the exact same words about your mom when I first met her.
Wait, about Mom?
First date. She showed up early. She laughed at my bad jokes. She texted me that night saying she had a great time. No games, no waiting 3 days, no ambiguity. And my first thought was, something's off. She's too easy.
That's so messed up.
It is, because too easy actually meant she was sure about me. She wasn't confused. She wasn't weighing options. She just liked me, and that terrified me.
Why would that be scary?
Because if someone's sure about you, genuinely, fully sure, you can't hide anymore. With the avoidant person, you're always chasing.
Right.
And when you're chasing, you never have to stop and ask, am I even happy? Do I even like who I am in this? You're too busy performing.
Oh my God.
But when someone sees you clearly and stays, now you have to believe you're worth staying for. And if deep down you don't believe that,
You run.
or you call them boring, or too nice, or you say there's no spark, because the spark you're used to, that isn't chemistry, it's anxiety. It's your nervous system recognizing a familiar pattern and calling it passion.
So the butterflies I felt with Jake,
Were they excitement or were they fear?
and I think they were fear. Like I was always waiting for something bad, for him to stop texting, for him to like someone else's photo. And when he did pay attention to me, it was like this high.
That you needed more and more of just to feel okay.
Yeah.
That's not love, Lila. That's a slot machine. Random rewards, just enough to keep you pulling the lever.
So what does real love actually feel like?
It feels calm.
Calm?
I know that sounds boring, but hear me out. Real love feels like safety, not the absence of excitement, but the presence of peace. You don't check your phone every 30 seconds. You don't analyze every word. You don't perform a better version of yourself hoping they'll stay.
Is that how it was with Mom?
Yeah, it was. And I want to be honest with you about something because you're old enough.
Okay.
Your mom and I, that was real. The love was real. She didn't make me earn a single thing. She showed up every day. And I showed up for. And for a long time, that was the most peaceful I'd ever felt in my life.
So what happened?
Life happened, people grow. Sometimes they grow in different directions. And even real love, mutual love, genuine love, doesn't always mean forever. That's the part nobody tells you.
That's kind of terrifying.
I know. But here's what I need you to understand. The fact that your mom and I didn't last doesn't mean the love was wrong. It means love and forever are two different promises. Sometimes you get both, sometimes you don't.
Okay.
But I never once, not one single day, had to wonder if she cared about me. I never wrote a 2 a.m. message begging her to see my worth. I never had to translate her silence into something it wasn't, and she could say the same about me.
So you don't regret it?
I'd do it again, every day of it, because even a love that ends, if it was mutual, leaves you whole. But a love that was never real, where you spent years auditioning, that leaves you hollowed out. That's the difference.
So the lesson isn't find your person and everything's perfect forever.
No, the lesson is never settle for less than someone who's sure about you, even knowing it might not last, even knowing life is complicated. Because the alternative, spending your years with someone who makes you guess, that's not romance. That's self-abandonment.
How do I know the difference in the moment, though, when I'm in it?
One rule. One rule that took me most of my 20s to learn.
What?
You should never have to convince someone to love you. Never. Not once. Not in a small way, not in a big way. If you're writing long messages at 2 a.m. explaining your worth, that's not a relationship. That's a job application.
I've sent those messages.
I wrote them too. To someone who read them, said, I need space, and posted a story at a party 2 hours later. And I made excuses for her. She's going through a lot. She's complicated. She just needs time.
I say that too. They're complicated.
There's no such thing as a complicated relationship, Lila. Either someone shows up for you or they don't. Either they're proud to be with you or they're not. Complexity is just a word we use to avoid a truth that hurts. They're not sure about us, and we deserve someone who is.
But what if I never find that?
You will, but only if you stop filling that space with people who half love you. Because half love is like half oxygen. You can survive on it, but you'll never feel fully alive.
How do I walk away when everything in me wants to stay?
You ask yourself one question, the same one I finally asked myself at 26, sitting in my car after she canceled on me for the 4th time in a row.
What question?
Is this person treating me the way I'd want someone to treat my daughter?
Dad.
And the answer was so clear that I drove home, packed a box, and never looked back.
I think I've been confusing pain with love my whole life, even at 14.
Most people do it at 40, at 60, some never stop. The fact that you see it now, that's everything.
So the rule is just, it should be mutual?
That's it. You adore them. They adore you. You never have to guess. You never have to you never have to translate silence into meaning.
Yeah.
And even if it doesn't last forever, even if life takes you in different directions, you walk away whole. Because real love, even when it ends, doesn't destroy you. Only the fake kind does that.
I think I need to delete some messages.
I think you do too.
Thanks, Dad.
Always, kid.